Hey Jackers, it's Jack. We be mining tonight. We're back with the Stonedigger sorceries, and let's see how well they fare in the DLC. These, well, this one in particular, demolished the base game. Will they be as powerful as the base game run? Or are they not so good in the DLC for some unknown reason? Let's find out. The rules of this run are the same as the base run. I only deal damage with Stonedigger sorceries. If you enjoyed the video, like the like, comment the comment, and subscribe to be a subscriber. All optional, of course. That's pretty much it, so let's get into the run. To access Elden Ring's DLC, you need to kill both Starscourge Radahn and the Mohg Lord of Blood. Radahn got killed in the base run, so no worries here. Mohg also wasn't hard at all in this run. It was a really fun fight and I was so glad I didn't need to cheese him, unlike another run I did not too long ago. Anyways, the Land of Shadows. I did some quick Scadutree fragment farming and also dealt with the Golden Hippo pretty early. I wanted to see how well Stonedigger sorceries fared against them.
Holy! Look at all this damage!
So yeah, I don't need to worry about the hippos at all, the drill just obliterates them. Next destination was the Shadow Keep. Once inside, I wanted to see how our friend the table man was doing. And how the fuck did he make it on top of the table? And he broke it. I made it to the top of the keep, right in front of Messmer's door, but I decided to get some more Scadutree fragments before dealing with him. So I went to Yori to try and get the 3 fragments from the Abyssal Woods. I pretty much wasn't expecting me to get him, as my frenzy run made it kinda clear that he's really annoying to deal with. But to my surprise, he got absolutely demolished. Blessed by a first attempt Yori kill, I dashed to all 3 Scadutree fragments and made my way out of the Abyssal Woods. Run's not dedicated to madness in any way. Speaking of dedication though, when beating a DLC for the first time, I got a comment that I wasn't dedicated enough to drinking Mummy Trina's nectar. So let's make our way to the Stone Coffin Fissure to make it to the provider of the forbidden nectar. But before we can make it to our nectar provider, we have to deal with the putrescent knight. It seems he's not too keen on sharing the forbidden nectar. However, the lust for the forbidden nectar is too strong for me. I needed it more than him, so I killed his ass. And now, time to indulge in some forbidden nectar. So here's me drinking it something like 20 times or some shit. I stopped counting at 5. Still being drunk on the forbidden nectar, I went to Gaius and dealt with him for his fragments. I had to rely on a good old friend to not make this fight miserable. It did not take too long to drill through him, although I was extremely lucky to have made it. Now that I have the vast majority of the Scadutree fragments, I went back to Messmer's room and initiated the boss fight. I vowed to not use my old pal here, as Messmer is a really good and fun boss, and I wanted to fight him properly this time. Okay, now that he's been dealt with, and I didn't talk to the Hornsent in any way this time, he shouldn't spawn in the lead again. Oh no. Onwards to Romina, and oh boy was she a tough nut to crack. I bet you never heard that one before. My mining magic doesn't have a ton of reach, so that was to be expected, to be honest. She's pretty agile too, so that didn't help my case as well. However, certain moves allow me to trade damage, and in the end I managed to kill her, with little health remaining. After my extremely lucky Romina kill, let's face it, I pretty much had one foot in the grave, Messmer's kindling was used to burn the ceiling tree, allowing entry and Inir Elim. Once inside, I speedran my way to the Leda gang, and unfortunately, most footage of the fight got corrupted. I did use Natan to distract Leda, since Natan doesn't spawn after some time, and by that time, Dane and the Hornsents were very likely dead. But other than that, the fight was really fucking hard. And now, the grand finale. It mostly wasn't corrupted, thankfully. For the fight, I relied on our good old friend, the Iron Jar Aromatic, and I also used the Armor of Solitude, as it is a really good set of armor. I did change my dodge strat this time. As I didn't get Raptor of the Mists in the base run, I used the Bloodhound Step this time, and it was way better. The change of ashes also meant that some strategies also had to change. One of the strats that changes is how I dealt with Michaela's Light. Originally I would dodge it with Raptors, but Bloodhound Step wouldn't allow me to dodge in time. So I face tank Michaela's Light and I set up a Terra Magica for more damage. And for the Meteor, I just Bloodhound Step away, instead of relying on Radahn using a specific move that makes him not use the Meteor for a couple of seconds. Well, this run was kind of a doozy. It was uniquely fun and very challenging. Rock Blaster is the only reliable spell in this category. Shatter Earth isn't worth a damn in this run. The Rock Blaster is the fun spell anyway, so not a big deal anyways. And that was it. Thanks for watching, my fellow Tarnished. Like, comment and or subscribe if you enjoyed, and I need to go now. Bye.